Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. You've come to Your Journey Yoga. Today we're going to do something fun. We're going to do kind of a combination of yoga and Pilates, full body, but really working to strengthen shoulders, core, and those legs. We'll get a nice warm up in, we will get some good work in, and then we'll get a nice little stretch at the end. So making sure that you have a water bottle handy, a mat or a towel or a blanket of some sort, just so that you're not right on the floor, but if you don't mind, you can be on the floor. No equipment necessary, my friends. So we're going to start today just a nice little gentle warm-up, bringing the hands to the shins just below your knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. And then exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin, just getting some mobility through the spine. So a lot of yoga and Pilates is breath. So we're going to work to find that breath as we warm up and get that body moving. Exhaling it back. So these are called cat and cows. As you arch your back, cow, imagine pressing that belly and chest forward. And then exhale, hollow, you're an angry cat. So there's variations. You can do this seated, you can do it standing, you can do it on your hands and knees. Let's come back to a neutral spine, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, release that right hand down, take it up and over, and we're just going to gently sway side to side. So a little lateral mobility, little lateral movement just feels super good. Nice little stretch through the hips, through the waist, and through the rib cage. Just breathe up and over, side to side. Last one. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, let's rotate to the right. Little tap of the fingertips, keeping that length in the spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, open it up, tap the fingertips. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale one more time each side, really working to keep that length in the spine, getting as much rotation as you can create, starting to work those obliques. And inhale it, reach it up, and release those arms down by your sides. Let's open up those legs. So into a wide V. Doesn't have to be super wide, guys. It's whatever feels good to you. And those feet, we're going to point and flex them. Just waking up through the feet, sitting up nice and tall. Now we're going to flex those feet, and we're going to extend those arms out to a T. Core is strong. I want you to pretend like you're a sprinkler. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, bend that left elbow and pull 3 times. And come back to center, other side. Pull, reaching with that right elbow, and back to center, back to that left. Pull, 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 and back to center. Keeping that length in the spine, guys. Keeping that rotation, feeling that activation in the shoulders, through the core. Nice, through those arms. We're going to do that one more time, each side. Pull, deeper and deeper, and back to center. And pull, feet are still flexed. And back to center. Release the arms. Beautiful. Let's close those legs, and we're going to take them forward, out in front of us, and then bend the knees. We come back to a boat pose, finding that breath. We're going to point those toes. We're going to lift through the crown of the head. Finding that breath, lift the arms overhead if you like. That's going to intensify things, so be kind. Now we're going to pull, and we're going to bring the hands down to heart center as we extend that right leg, turning to the left. Inhale back to center, hands at heart center or overhead. Pull, extend that left leg, rotate, hands to heart center. Inhale, other side, rotate. And back to center, keeping that belly button drawn in. Rotate, extend that left leg. We're going to do one more time each side. Inhale to center, exhale to rotate. Inhale to center, and exhale to rotate. Beautiful. Inhale to center, hold here. Circle the arms to the back, extend it out. Circle the arms overhead, pull it back in. Circle it out, lowering down much as you can, and back up. Circle it out and down, and back up. We've got 3 more. Out and down, and back up. Last 2, out and down, and back up. Last one, hold. Breathe, 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 breathe. Beautiful. And circle it around and back up. Rock it forward. Just a nice little release for that lower back. And let's go ahead and roll it on up, one vertebra at a time. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to come over onto our right side. And as we come down, you can either extend that arm out and rest your arm right against, or your ear right against the arm with that left hand there for support. Or you can come up onto your elbow. I just want you to be mindful, if you're on the elbow, we just don't want to sink in. We want to stay lifted out of that shoulder. And we're going to take those feet and we're going to pull them out and away from us just a little bit. A slight bend in those legs. Knees are slightly in front of the hips. We're going to point those toes, releasing that left hand just for support. And we're going to open and close. Open and close our clam shells. Really working that gluteus medius. Working those adductor muscles and abductor muscles. Strong through the core. Working that shoulder, and we're just opening and closing. Working that pelvic floor. Breathe. Keeping that belly button drawn in. Long through that spine. We've got 2 more. Beautiful. Now let's extend that top leg and a little toe tap and lift. Toe tap and lift. So we're not making a super big angle and bringing it back. That'll come. We're still lifted out of the shoulder. So it's just a tap down and a lift. This doesn't have to be a big movement, guys. In fact, if you try and make it into a big movement, your form is going to fall apart and that left hip is going to start rolling back. We want to keep those hips stacked. Last 2. You guys feeling that? Oh, yes. Last one. Now let's take it up and open. It's okay that that hip pulls back. Up and open, but stay strong through that belly. Stay lifted out of that shoulder. Ah, yes. The fire starts. Breathe. In 3. In 2. In 1. Nice. Pull that knee in. Go ahead and lower on down. Pull that knee in nice and tight. Oh, and let's rotate tummy and chest towards the sky. Just getting that good stretch for your hip. And let's go ahead and roll back. Coming on up. And we're going to switch sides. You guys feel that warm and fuzziness in the hip? All right, guys. So those knees come forward. And again, we can be laying flat with that ear just resting against the arm. Or you can come up onto the elbow directly under the shoulder, just making sure that we're not sinking in, that we're staying up nice and tall. Knees are slightly in front of those hips, so as you look down, they're not right in line with your hips, just slightly forward. And then those knees, not super bent in, but pulled out and away from you just a little bit. Point those toes, draw that belly button in, lift out of that shoulder, and let's open and close. Opening those clam shells, closing those clam shells. Keeping that core strong. Open and closing. Starting to build some heat. Beautiful, you guys. Big full deep breaths. So Pilates and yoga, you guys. Pretty amazing stuff. Kind of very similar in some respects. Rehabilitative in a lot of respects. So whether you're coming to me with injuries, hopefully post-injuries, post-surgery, you just haven't been working out much, you wanted to try something new, definitely new, guys. And 2, and when keep an open mind, let it be fun, and just breathe, extending top leg out, bringing it about same level as that knee, and straight up. Lower and lift. So as we lower and lift, we're trying to minimize the movement in the hip. It's all happening just in the leg, guys. Keeping that core strong, staying lifted out of the shoulder, and breathe. Never feeling bad if you need to take a rep out. It's okay. And breathe. Slow and steady. Remember, those big ones are coming. Not quite yet. In 2 and 1. And let's take it big. Open and close. Now, we don't want our body to fall apart and all of a sudden just start sinking into that shoulder. We want to keep that dynamic, that big, purposeful posture out of the shoulder. So we're not sinking in and opening, and all of a sudden there's craziness going on. We are in control. Deliberate, purposeful movement. Last one. Pull that knee in. Go ahead and lower yourself down. Roll it open. Tummy and chest towards the sky. Drawing that right knee in, and just feel that great stretch for that right hip. And gently release, and we're going to roll onto our back. So adjusting however you need to on your mat or your blanket. And we're going to pull the knees in right over those hips, and we're going to point those toes. Now, some variations here. Our Pilates 100, this is a fairly intense exercise. I want you to draw that belly button in and down. I want you to press that small of the back into the mat. Now, your upper body, if you are just starting Pilates, can remain on the mat. If you like, lift the upper body, little tuck of your chin towards your chest, extend through those fingertips, knees remaining right over those hips, belly button drawn in, and we're going to pulse those arms. Now you're reaching out through those fingertips as you're pulsing. Breathe. And there's this intensity in the arms as you pulse. There's stability in those legs, drawing that belly button in and down. Now the Pilates 100, we're getting in 100 pulses. Now because I'm Chatty Cathy and talking to you guys, we might get in a little extra, but that's always just bonus. If you need to stop, stop for a moment. If you need to bring that chin down or the head down, make it happen. Always checking in with that lower back. Is it still pressing into the mat? And breathe. Always finding those big, deep breaths, guys. You're doing great. I'm right there with you. I feel it too. Almost there, you guys. Hang in there. And pull those knees in. Just hug them in nice and tight. I think that was more kind of like the Pilates 250. We'll see. Sometimes when I get on a roll, guys, yeah, we get added benefits. It's all good. Just smile. You guys did awesome. Come back to center. Now we're going to lift the upper body, and we're going to bring the hands right by the ears. We're going to inhale, and we're going to extend the arms and extend the legs. Circle the arms around and pull those knees back in. Reach towards your heels. Pull the hands back by the ears. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Circle the arms around and pull it back in, reaching towards those heels. Now we can modify this by extending the legs to the sky rather than extending them out and then pulling them back in. You can also modify by keeping those upper bodies down and circle the arms around and back in. So you do you, whatever's right for you. Drawing that belly button in and up. Breathe, pressing that small of the back into the mat. Intensity at your level. You can always progress, guys, right? You can always take it back a notch or two. Let's do one more of these. Breathe. And once again, pull those knees in. Release the upper body. Rock side to side. You're doing awesome. You feeling that little fire in the belly? I hope so. And coming back to center. Now let's extend the right leg and extend the left in a scissor fashion, if you will, bringing the hands behind that right leg. Now again, you can work this with the upper body staying down, or you can lift that upper body. And we're going to pull that right leg in twice, and we're going to scissor kick. Pull that left leg in twice, and scissor. Pull, and scissor. Pull, and scissor. So just a nice fluid movement. We're not going crazy with speed here, guys. It's all about deliberate, purposeful movement, mindful of that belly button being drawn in, paying attention to the breath, making sure we're not holding the breath. Exhale and exhale. So as we learn those exhales and the inhales, it doesn't have to come, guys. Let's do one more each. So it doesn't come naturally at the beginning. If it does, that's amazing. But I know for me it took a little bit of time to find that breath. And it's okay. Let's take those arms down by your sides and extend the legs to the sky. Breathe. We slowly lower the left leg as low as feels right to you, and as low as you can keep that lower back on the mat. Flex that left foot and bring it back up. As it comes back up, point it. Point those right toes as you lower the leg down. Flex your foot at the bottom, and then press through your heel as you lift that leg back to the sky and point. Left leg. Point those toes at the bottom. Flex. Press through that heel as you lift. And point again right, lowering down. Add a flex of that foot, lift it back up, and point. Lower, left. We're going to do one more time each side. Flex your foot, press through that heel, and lift it back up. One more time for the right. Flex your foot, and lift it back up. Point. We're going to open up those legs, and we're going to bring our hands between the legs. We're going to reach up through the legs. We're going to come back, open the arms out to a T, close the legs. Reach it up, open, out to a T, and release it down. Exhale it open. Inhale it down. Exhale it open. Inhale it down. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, lift, and down. Now flex your feet, reach, keep them flexed, and reach, and open. 3 more, reach, and open. Awesome. One more time, reach it up, and release it down. Draw those knees in, hands behind your thighs, rock it up. Awesome. Let's come over onto the hands and knees. Let's do a couple kneeling cat and cows on the hands and the knees. Hands are shoulder width apart. Take a big breath in. Tummy towards the mat. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Tuck your chin. Inhale, belly back towards the mat. And exhale, hollow. Again, our cat and cow, one more time each direction. Big inhale and big exhale. And let's extend those arms out nice and long and sit those sit bones back to child's pose. Nice big deep breaths, guys. Now we're going to flow our movements together here. As you inhale up to a modified high plank, and then one push-up, elbows right by the ribs, and press it back to child's pose. We're going to transition between these poses, just moving with your breath, inhaling it up, exhale, adding that push-up, and exhale, sit it back. Let's do 2 more like that. Just getting that rhythm, that flow. Feeling the sensation of feeling those elbows next to the rib cage as you push up, making this the last like this. And you can transition in this same fashion, just staying with this for a few more. Or for a little more intensity, we're going to inhale up, extending that right leg as you push up, and then draw it back in. Inhaling it to that modified plank, leg extends. So we're alternating legs and just moving slow and steady. So maybe we switch it up and we do a couple leg extensions, and then we go back to both knees remaining down. You decide what's right for you. Let's do one more each side. This time, if you're looking for a little intensity, hold here and let's do 3 push-ups. Keeping that leg long, keeping that belly strong, and press it back to child's pose. Other side, inhale it up. Either just staying with that. Knees remain down, or alternating legs, or those 3 push-ups. Do you have one more set of those in you? Yes, indeed. Core strong. Working those triceps, the core. Oh, this is the finale, guys. Last one, strong through that belly. Last set. And sit it back. Nice work. Just breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands to the left. Reach through your right fingertips. Press your hips to the right. Big full deep breaths, guys. You did amazing. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk those hands through center and then over to the right. Reach through those left fingertips. Press your hips to the left. Breathe. Always fun to work with you guys. Hopefully this was something new, something fun, something challenging, but not over challenging. Always have room to grow, guys. And back through to center. Just breathe. Let's extend those arms out nice and long. Let's reach those sit bones back towards those heels. And just feel that length through the side body. And let's walk it back up. Come over onto one side. Sweep your feet around. And let's tuck that left foot underneath us. Right foot crosses over that left knee. Can't quite get it over that knee. Just tuck it in across right below the knee. Or cross it over. And let's wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Close your eyes. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Maybe just slightly over towards that right collarbone. It's a lot to work for the hips, for the core, for those shoulders, and that last little bit for those triceps. And let's switch sides. So crossing that left leg up and over, wrapping the crook of that right elbow around the knee and just sit up nice and tall. Again, a little close of the eyes, a little tuck of the chin towards the chest, maybe just slightly down towards that left collarbone. And just breathe. And gently gaze and switch it up, coming back to a crisscross leg position. Easy pose, as we call it in yoga. Sometimes it's not so easy though, guys. So just a comfortable place that feels good to you. Bring those hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, core strong. Just gently release all the way down. Relax the weight of the upper body. Wonderful stretch for your hips, for the lower back. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Let's open those arms out to a T and come up to the pads of the fingers. Spread your fingers wide. Take a big breath in and gently press those pads of the fingers into the floor as you lift the spine, tuck your chin, creating space between those shoulder blades and between those vertebrae. And then gently release it down. Let's do that one more time. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, hollow. And breathe. Just hold that hollow and breathe. On your exhale, gently release it down. Circle the arms back by your hips. Big circle of the arms overhead as you hinge up tall. And let's just gently sway to side, just like we did at the beginning. That little warm up. And now that beautiful cool down. Taking it up and over, just moving with your breath. Checking in. How you feeling? I had a wonderful time with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourselves as well. I hope you got a great workout in. Reach to the sky. And gently pull your hands to heart center. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you feel strong and ready for the rest of the day. Light and love to each and every one of you. Always, whether we're together or not, guys, I'm sending it out to you. Be well. Take care. And I can't wait to see you again. Until then. Namaste.